Hey everyone, my name's Sam and welcome to another video. Today I am going to be doing a recipe for a nice big lasagna. It's perfect to keep in the fridge all week, especially with this cooler weather. Lasagna is one of my favorite foods to eat when it's cooler out. It's just so comforting and delicious. So for the lasagna you're going to need some lasagna noodles, of course. These are the risotto ones made out of brown rice. And I'm going to be using 2 packages because, as I said, this is going to be a really big lasagna and I want to be able to eat it multiple times throughout the week. You're also going to need a couple cans of tomato sauce of some sort, but what I do actually is get cans of diced tomatoes with spices because these are only like $1. They're super cheap, and then if I need diced tomatoes for something I have them, and then it's just easy to blend them up and you have some sauce too. And then you're also going to want some cheese in your lasagna, of course. I made a double batch of my tahini cheese sauce. I'll link that down below, but this is modified a little bit, so I'll have to add that to my website. But instead of putting turmeric and mustard in here, I put some white pepper, and I did half as much nooch, I think. So that's what that is. And then I also made some of my sunflower seed cottage cheese. I'll link the recipe for that as well. So I'm putting that in my lasagna as well, but feel free to use whatever kind of vegan cheese you want. Some tofu ricotta would be good too. I'm also going to put in some spinach and some chopped mushrooms that I need to cook up still quickly. And then the last thing is this package of tempeh I'm going to be using. This one's already got basil in it, but I'm going to be cooking it with some spices here. It is garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, basil, oregano, and crushed chili peppers. And then I'll put some soy sauce in that too, and that's going to be our protein in the lasagna. I'm going to slice and cook those mushrooms, and then I'm going to cook the tempeh as well. And then I'm also going to boil the noodles first. They are oven ready, but it's hard to get them to all fit when they're still so rigid, so hopefully it'll make assembly a little bit easier to have them cooked a little bit already. So I'm gonna get started. Now I'm just gonna cook down these mushrooms. I've got all my mushrooms in here. I'm just going to turn them up onto high, and you will see how small they get. So as you can see, there was a lot of water that came out of these. They're a lot like spinach. You use a ton and then you feel like you have none left. So I just left it on high till they stopped releasing water and it was starting to all evaporate. So I have a couple of them that are just like browned, and then I just turned it off and mixed them around for a few more minutes, and now they're ready for the lasagna. I put my steaming mushrooms in this bowl and then just threw a bunch of spinach on top to kind of steam and wilt while I get the rest of the lasagna ingredients ready. So now I'm just going to cook my tempeh in the same pan that I did the mushrooms. About a tablespoon of olive oil. So that was a couple tablespoons of liquid soy seasoning. Tamari is also gluten-free. Now I'm just, I'm gonna throw that. I'm just gonna crumble up the tempeh into the pan. Try not to throw it like I did. Ugh. Doesn't need to be perfect. I'll use my wooden spoon here to break it up some more. And I'm gonna add that spice blend that I listed the ingredients for at the beginning. Oh no. I probably used about a ½ teaspoon for each spice. So it's on medium heat now, and I'm just going to fry it for, I don't know, around 5 minutes or so. You just want to make sure you have it kind of cooked and get all of the seasoning evenly distributed. Here's the finished seasoned tempeh crumbles. I really like using these in lasagna, it's so delicious. So the last thing to do now is just cook the noodles. You don't necessarily have to do that, but they do soak up a lot more sauce when you don't, and I just want them to be softer and easier to work with so I can make this lasagna nice and big. Boiled my noodles for a few minutes, so those are softened now, and I'm ready to start assembling this. I always start by putting some sauce in the very bottom. Now I'm gonna do a layer of noodles. There's broken pieces in there. Now I'm gonna add some cheese to this layer. My tahini cheese. Add some of my mushroom and spinach mixture. And then some tempeh. And then some more tomato sauce before I add the next layer of noodles. I'm gonna do a layer of the vegan cottage cheese in this one. My camera died while I was finishing the end of that, but I just layered all of the rest of the ingredients until it was extremely full. There's literally no more room in this thing whatsoever. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I preheated the oven to 350, so I'm just gonna put some foil over this and pop it in the oven for a half an hour and then take the foil off and then probably stick it back in for another 10 or 15. I'm excited though, this is gonna be so amazing. It's raining outside right now, but hopefully there's enough light to show this. It popped right up out of the pan while it was cooking. And it smells so amazing. Now I have to attempt to cut a slice out. This is definitely the thickest lasagna I've ever made, and it's super saucy. I am so excited to eat this. It is very stormy and rainy out right now, so I have no natural light because it's very dark out. It was nice and sunny earlier today, so I didn't expect it to get this dark while I was still filming. Okay, time for a taste test. It's so cheesy and saucy and delicious. Stop focusing on my face. Now fruit fly's trying to come. No, not for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it and subscribe to me here on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at HempVeganLove, where I post every single day. Stay safe and I'll see you all next time.